and welcome to this week's edition of the Horror Debate. My name's Michael Manny, and with me, Rowdy Jeff.
Yeah, and this week we're going high, baby.
We're getting
high. We're going altitudinal.
We're getting altitude.
All right. Yes. And
I couldn't pass that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, hang on a second. Let me clear my nose. Oh, yeah. All right. So altitude, it's like Final Destination in the air.
Yeah. And should I spoil the ending?
No, don't spoil anything.
Well, okay. Altitude. This movie's from 2010. It is directed by a first-time movie director, and I just had his name. It's Kari Andrews.
I knew a chick named Kari. Isn't that Sammy Hagar's wife's name?
Carrie.
No, Kari.
Kari?
Sammy's wife's name is Kari. She directed this.
Okay. No, I don't think
so.
so.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Kari is a guy.
Oh.
Because I saw the special
features.
features.
Good for him.
It's first movie.
Oh, you saw the special? You sat through the special features of this movie, Mike?
Just to pronounce his name right.
Kari, you better thank Mikey.
Yeah, all right.
He sat through the special features just to say your name right. Unbelievable, Mike. What patience you show.
Yes. Well,
wow.
Okay, so what's the plot of this film? Run us down the plot.
Well,
we got
this hottie little brunette who's about to take her friends to a concert.
Jessica Loundis from 90210.
Hey, what are you doing up? No, I'm just lounging this around, you know? I mean, come on now. Is that her name, lounging it? What?
Loundis. L-O-W.
You got latitude at Loundis?
Loundis.
Okay, longitude? I got it. Okay, good for you. Anyway, here we go.
And Ryan Donohue.
Who?
Not Donahoe. Who? Right there. W-H-O.
Okay, got it. Okay, good name.
Jessica Loundis, Juliana Gill, and Ryan Donohue.
I'll stick with Gill.
And Kari.
I can say Gill.
You know, this is a Canadian film. None of these names sound Canadian.
No.
Hey?
I was plotting you, Mike. Give me a break now.
Sorry.
You got me the Loundis and Gill and all this, and you got me off track now.
Sorry. Okay, give us a
plot.
We're
flying.
Altitude.
We're getting in the air, Mike.
We are.
We're taking off.
We're flying
with this
high.
chick who's not even supposed to be flying because her daddy told her to drive.
That's right.
And she's like to take her friends to this concert, right, in this plane.
Yep.
And they get up there, and what's going on?
All of a sudden, strange things start happening.
Well, even before they get up there, they got this little boy. Right?
Okay.
He got this little boy. What's his name?
How little?
Aldo.
Bruce.
Oh, Bruce.
Yeah, I think it was Bruce.
Oh, okay, good. What a name, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's up in the air with his parents and with the pilot.
They
get in an accident.
The very, very super beginning of the movie.
The super beginning?
The super beginning. That's before
Is that like the
credits.
super ego?
That's before the credits.
Oh, yeah, but you know what I'm saying, though, right?
Yes.
They're up in the air. They
Yes.
get in an accident. The kid is falling. You see the kid falling.
You actually see the girl fall,
right?
Or the mom fall.
Oh, yeah, you see the mom fall, too. Yeah, so anyway.
I watched this twice.
She dies.
Yeah.
She dies, and the boy survives. So guess who's getting on the plane with the brunette chick?
But are you supposed to know that that's the kid?
Yeah.
All grown up? Because
not right away.
Not right away.
Not right away.
They all call him Rain Man because he starts freaking out when he finds out they're going on a plane.
But guess who's getting on the plane? Now, this isn't
He
smart.
does.
You can tell by the way he's acting on the ground. You don't want to take a flight with this guy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's all bugged out on the ground. He doesn't want. First of all, he didn't even want her to kiss him.
Yeah.
What a nutcase. Right? I mean, what a Fruit Loop. I sat there and I said there in front of my kids, what a dork. You know, I mean, he doesn't want to kiss. He's on the ground. That freaking moron. You know? So anyway, she was hot.
She was.
And then it just, anyway.
And she had a nice personality, too.
Irritated me.
Yeah.
Irritated me.
Well, even the friends are like, dude, what are you doing bringing Rain Man on this trip
I don't
with
blame
us?
him. I like the wrestler, dude. He was pretty funny, actually. You know, he had an attitude to boot, you know. So anyway, they get on the plane.
Yeah, so the five of them get in this little twin-engine little puddle jumper.
You had the little alternative singer with his little acoustic guitar that you wanted to jam up his rear end.
Yeah.
Right? And then you had the blonde chick with the wrestler.
The hot blonde chick with the camera, because she's going to be a big film star.
Right,
or
right.
a filmmaker.
And not if, but when the musician makes it, you know, remember that line?
But you know what? Kids kids believe all this stuff.
I know.
And so it's like, okay, so I bought that because teenagers are
delusional, I know.
thinking they're going to be big famous rock stars.
I know. It's like everybody 15 years old. I'm going to be a star.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Anyway, and then you got the brunette and you got Rain Man, right? So they're all on the plane. They're floating. They're doing fine. And what happens?
A screw falls loose.
Now, what in the blue hell was this bolt holding together?
I believe it was probably something on the landing gear or something.
No, it was above the freaking aileron in the back of the plane. What the heck was that thing holding together, Mike? Sheet metal? It was just
pieces
there.
Of metal.
The bolt was only there for the purpose of the plot, for it to fall down into the freaking aileron.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
You know. So anyway. The bolt comes loose.
The bolt was there, so
it's like a Final Destination thing. They show it coming loose.
Right.
They show it coming loose a little more.
Yep.
Then it
and
falls.
that's where you think this movie is headed.
Yeah. Then it falls and it gets stuck in what they call the lift in the back, basically, which is where when she pulls the stick down, the flap changes and it lifts the plane, right?
Right.
So the flap gets stuck. Okay.
So now they're going up.
Now they're accelerating up, and they can't go down. It's the reverse of falling and can't get up.
Yeah.
They're going up and they can't get down. You know what I mean? So I'm cracking up right at this point. I'm going, the headaches and nosebleeds and everything else is about to go down, right?
Right.
And they're freaking out, of course, because, they're little putzes. Anyway, so they're flying. They're going up at this 45-degree angle. And so they're trying to think of what are we going to do? Pretty soon we're going to get up there. We're going to run out of fuel. They were so high, if they would have ran out of fuel, Mike, they probably would have went into orbit.
Yes.
They were way up there.
Yep.
I mean, she was talking like 20-something thousand feet they were going to be. That was the top ceiling of the plane.
Yeah.
Well, nobody actually takes it that high. I mean, that's just the theoretical ceiling of where we can go,
Right.
So anyway, so they get the bright idea. Yay. Let's send one of these jabronis out back, right? We're only going like 1,000,000 miles an hour at like 15,000 feet.
He's got a parachute.
There's no freaking air out there, right? So let's send this jabroni. He's a musician. He's expendable anyway. Let's send him out.
Send the musician. He's expendable.
We're gonna tie him to a rope, right? And we're gonna send him out. He's gonna dangle from the plane, and he's gonna do a little dance on top of his flap to try to get the flap to go down, right?
So we can knock the screw loose.
Yeah. No, he had a screw loose before he ever went out there, dude. Let me tell you.
That's why he was the ideal choice to go out there.
So you got the jock standing there with the rope. You got Rain Man not doing nothing. They got him tied up because he's a jabroni, right? He wouldn't shut up, so they had to tie him up. I would have done the same thing, right? Then the guy flies out there. He's flying loose outside the plane with this rope tied to him. This is where I just lost it. I'm like, yeah, are you kidding me, dude? Would somebody really do this? I don't think so.
What else? You're gonna go into orbit any second.
There's morons out there flying. It looked like a bad Superman gimmick to me, right? Then he finally gets on the back. He gets on the rear. And he's jumping up and down like he's on a pogo stick on this thing, trying to get it to fall down. Now, the first thing that came to my mind is, if you got a screw stuck in the adjustment, in the hinge where the flap goes up and down on the inside of the plane, jumping up and down, how are they going to loosen it up? All you're going to do is bend the internal metal, and you're going to screw the flap up. Am I right?
Well,
he's doing a dance on it, and then the screw magically pops loose. Okay, great.
Okay, so what he did worked.
Okay, wonderful. It worked because the director told it to work. Okay, it wouldn't have worked any other time, right? So he gets the flap down.
Well, if it didn't,
now the plane levels
work,
off.
this would have been a 20-minute movie.
I know, it should have been. Anyway, the plane levels off. You're at like 19,000 feet, right? Okay, so here comes Kurt Cobain trying to get back into the plane, all right? Now he gets part way and he loses it again and catches the jock in the rope. So I'm not going to go any further than that, but he's stuck, getting squeezed out while this musician type is flying behind the plane, right?
You don't want musician types flying behind your plane. Just telling you right now. So, if you look in your rearview mirror and you see a musician type,
this scene
you're in
drove
trouble.
me nuts. It drove me nuts as to how much was wrong with this scene, right? And then, so finally, eventually, just like you do with most band members, eventually you just got to cut them loose. But anyway, what ended up going on?
One less musician in the world won't mind.
But can you imagine where this guy landed? What if he landed in Seattle? I mean... He looked like the grungy type, right? So anyway, but the bottom line is that they get the plane straightened out, they get it leveled off. She starts trying to bring it down, and all sorts of other weird stuff starts to happen, including but not limited to an octopus,
giant
flying
octopus
outside the
with
plane.
1,000,000 teeth.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Are you serious?
Yep.
I mean, this is like
giant tentacle octopi in the air.
Octopi?
Yeah.
I haven't tried that. That's probably pretty good. But I'm telling you.
You have to slice it in 8 pieces. We really
Oh
are.
my God,
People are listening to this going, geez, they really are high.
They really are. So anyway,
Okay.
I mean, okay, so they try to get control of the plane, and basically the rest of the story is just about survival or not.
And what weird crap happens to them next.
Exactly.
Because soon as they get out of one jam, a new jam happens.
But the thing is that what you realize as you go on is that there's something controlling what is actually happening.
By this time, you, the viewer, should be going, this isn't normal.
No, I was completely confused. I'm like, really? You know, I didn't see this one coming either.
I can understand the screw loose, but when octopuses start attacking
We're talking about the director
airplane,
with the screw loose, by the way.
But you know, then you're going, yeah, this movie, and then like you said, Final Destination, but then it veers into butterfly effect territory.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to spoil it, but you know, it's.
Spoil it, Mike. Nobody's going to watch this anyway.
Well, come on. No, people should watch it.
Okay.
Okay, now, here's my take on this movie. You have a first-time director, obviously with producers, and they don't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
You have this 90-minute movie that takes place with only 5 actors throughout the entire movie.
In a metal tube.
In a tube that is, 6 feet wide by 12 feet long.
Right.
You would think, okay, there's not much we can do here. Were you ever bored?
No.
You were never bored?
No.
Okay, so right there shows there's a little bit of talent behind the camera.
Confused, yes.
Okay, confused, fine. That's the writer.
Confused, yes. Bored, no.
That's the writer and that's the story. But I'm just talking about the director's skill as a director.
No, absolutely.
He made a pretty darn competent movie
Yep.
with such a limited palette of colors to choose from. Mm-hmm. So that's what
Blonde and brunette, that's all we needed.
Yeah, true. Oh, the blonde was hot.
Yeah, not as hot as the brunette, but
yeah,
okay.
but the thing but that's the thing I'm getting at is you know, and also when the movie was just opening up and they were showing the airplane as it's taxiing down the runway and as it's taking off and all the swooping camera angles around the plane as it's taking off, and I like the way he contrasted. He showed the plane and the sky was huge.
Why didn't somebody
and then we're cramped inside the plane and then the outsides were so huge and then the insides were so cramped. I liked the way he was
the yin and the yang.
He was trying to stretch the movie out a bit.
Yeah.
And,
why didn't somebody look at that blonde or the brunette and say, "Hey, honey, you know you got an altitude problem"? Why didn't somebody do that?
All I know is if someone has a power to make fantasies come to reality, and I was sitting next to a hot blonde, I would not be thinking octopus is eating the airplane.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'd have to
the way
agree with
I
that.
think.
I have to say that crossed my mind occasionally too. Like, you know, you're gonna die, right? Hey, there's 2 of yous, there's 2 of us left.
Hey.
You know, Kurt Cobain flew out the window already.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
And then you put on a little Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, so
You know,
anyways.
that's what I'm thinking.
So, like I said, I liked what the director did with what limited, and you know that entire movie was filmed on the special features because I wanted to watch this and see what the director had to say.
You just told me that you watch the special features only for the idea to get the guy's name right.
Well, yeah,
the director's name right.
Well, yeah,
now you're going to tell me about all this other stuff in the special features.
Well, come on. You know, this whole movie was filmed with green screens in the background inside a dark warehouse. Again, he didn't have much to go with, and what he did, I thought he did a great job.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, just, you know.
And I wasn't bored, and that says something right there. If you can keep my attention for 90 minutes.
And this movie really should have been a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah.
Stretched out to 90 minutes, but, you know, so, and it's a first-time director, so I'm going to give him a break. Because we like to give breaks to first-time directors.
Yep.
You know, the cast was cool.
The wrestler guy was funny. I was cracking up.
The casting was great.
Yeah.
What you did with what you had was great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the greatest movie in the world. I mean, a typical horror film person who wants to see something like Hatchet with a psycho running around in the forest chopping people up. This is not going to be your cup of tea.
No gore.
Yeah. There's no gore. It's people screaming in a wind tunnel with an airplane.
Oh, I went on that ride, Mike.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was like down at Disneyland or something. The wind tunnel.
A wind tunnel.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Time Machine. Oh, that ride sucked.
Yeah, I got to tell you a story about that one. Remember,
Idiocracy, the greatest movie ever made.
You ever been on Soaring over California, Mike?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so you know
that's the only thing decent in California Adventure.
Hang on,
that was a waste of a good parking lot.
Hang on now. Now, here we are sitting there, and I got my son Zach next to me, right? And he couldn't have been more than 4 years old, right? And we take off over Soaring, California. We got an altitude problem. Okay, because the first thing that happens is he looks at me and he goes, because he dropped his shoes. He took his shoes off. The first thing he said was, "Oh, Dad, I left my shoes back there." And I looked at him and I said, "We're going back." Right? And he's looking at me with tears in his eyes like, "My shoes!
I lost my shoes!
My shoes!" I said, so I started teasing him after he wouldn't listen to me, right? So I said, "Well, I'm sure they got a shoe store somewhere."
Another dad would say, "Oh, son, don't worry. We're only 3 feet off the ground. It's right below." No, you start giving him crap.
Yeah, they're going to fly us to another place that's got a shoe store.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sure
lost
of it,
it
okay?
forever, son.
Right behind that tree over there. No, wait, we missed that one. There's going to be a mall down here somewhere. And he's bawling, right? And then we land. And his shoes are there. And it was like Christmas all over again. He looked down and went, "My shoes!" And I said,
They brought us back.
"Oh,
son.
that's awesome, man."
Isn't it great? No one stole it.
They had them shipped, we're now in the new place. They had them shipped, it's cool. It was just a true story. I had to put it in there. So
that shows what kind of dad he is. A normal dad. "Oh, don't worry. No, he's going to keep the illusion going as long as it can."
I had an altitude problem. What am I going to tell you?
All right. So what are you going to rate this film?
You know
Knowing
what?
that it was a first-time director and he didn't have much to go
No,
on.
I'm going to give it 3.
3?
I'm gonna give it 3.
It's a 2-star movie, but because of the director, I'm giving it 3 also.
I'm giving it 3. I'm giving it 3 for the acting, which I thought was solid. Yeah. I was never bored. There were issues with the movie, as far as like you're not sure why this is happening, you're not sure what's going on. All of a sudden, you go from a real believable story to a very unbelievable story. But overall, it was enjoyable.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
I don't care, so much about the logistics of it. It was enjoyable.
All right. I'm Michael Manny. He's Rowdy Jeff. We'll talk to you next week at the Horror Debate.